In this video, we're going to take a look at Trimble's Reality Capture platform service, which sits on Trimble Connect. Here's a Trimble blog post from September 10th discussing how you can maximize the value of your data using Trimble Reality Capture in the Trimble Connect cloud. We'll take a look at this video real quick to get kind of the cliff notes of what this is all about. And then we'll actually dig into how we enable it, how we use it, and how do we collaborate. So we can upload large amounts of data, we can edit data, we can measure, we can share with our customers, with our clients, with our colleagues. We can expect, comment, coordinate efforts. We can load geometry. We can load just about everything into Trimble's Reality Capture platform on Trimble Connect. So let's take a look at Trimble Connect here. You'll see we're at web.connect.trimble.com. And we're going to go down to the settings. We're going to go ahead and look at the project details to make sure that we're licensed. We need to make sure that we have a project license, whether it's with another app or a specific Trimble Connect business license. You'll see here under extensions, under settings, we can enable reality capture, and then we can hit the cog to see how much storage we have. Right now I have 10 gigabytes, and if we look at the classification template, we can see if we upload clouds, it follows the industry standards, the ASPRS standards for classifications. On the left in the blue area, we can click on Reality Capture, and if we had any clouds uploaded here, we would actually get to see that and interact with it. Right now, we're going to go ahead and import a file. We're going to go ahead and browse to a last file that I have exported from Trimble Business Center. This cloud happens to be from a Trimble X7 from Trimble Perspective, and it's near my home. We're going to go ahead and click the Upload button now and get that uploaded to the cloud. While we're waiting on this, as an alternative to publishing to the cloud by uploading, we can go to Trimble Business Center, click on the Publish Scan Data in the Home ribbon, and actually publish that directly up from Trimble Business Center as an alternative if you're a Trimble Business Center user. Once the data are uploaded, you'll see that it's actually queued for processing. So you'll have to be patient, and once it's queued, we can actually view it. Now that it's processed, we can go ahead and click on it. And if you notice, we can click on View in 3D on the right pane. We can also see some information about the total number of points, whether it's been classified, the square footage, or area rather, and the total size. We can also provide some notes if we'd like. But let's actually check out the classification tabs. You'll see that because this has been classified, it shows my percentage of the classification indicated on the bar chart. We also can download here in the top right with the download button or delete it. Let's go ahead and view it in 3D. If the cloud doesn't automatically show, you'll have to tap the reset model. And now you'll notice that the cloud is visualized here with true color. We can go ahead and take a look at the different modes. We can put on ghost mode. We can toggle orthogonal or perspective. We can adjust the model transparency. And we could, of course, check some settings as far as certain background colors, the way things are rendered, number of features rendered, performance versus load time, and attachments as well. We can also adjust our units, as well as some extensions that we could enable or disable. If we look at the eyeball drop-down, you can see that we can adjust annotations, clip planes, grids, etc. And we can change the views as far as top-down, bottom, left, right, front, etc. Via the table of contents, we can look at the classification and turn that on, and we can also adjust the styling. Point size, intensity shading, or IDOM lighting. EDL shader is also another term for that. If we click the drop down to the right of the spinning arrow, we can see that we can rotate, pan, look around, or go into walk mode. You'll also notice that there's some keyboard shortcuts there. We're going to go ahead and just manually pan around and just take a look here in the cloud and perhaps take a few measurements. But let's first take a look at selections. We can do an area selection mode, an assembly selection, or a multi-select. We can also take a measurement. So let's go ahead and go into that now. We'll start with a single point. So anywhere I click in the cloud, you're going to see it put this little box and this blue dot. If I place a point, it will give me the X, Y, Z coordinates of that point. I could choose to change the color, the view, and do some different things here in this top bar. We could also choose to mark up the cloud here. If we click on that cloud icon, we could do different markup routines there. We can also do some clipping, but let's go ahead and perform an angle measurement. So now I'm going to take an angle measurement. I'm going to go to my measurements drop down, choose angle measure, and then in my top menu I'm going to make sure that I've got snap to points on. Go ahead and take the angle of this pole. So I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to click here, this light pole, and then the third point will be specifying the anchor down here. And you notice that we have an angle. We could change the color, of course, and we could say done, and we could select and delete if we wanted to, just with the delete on our keyboards for any of these objects in question.
Now let's go ahead and do a distance measurement. So we're going to click our measure tool and choose perpendicular measure. Once I click on that, what I like to do is set my snapping. So I'm going to say snap to points. And let's go from this curb to the other curb over here. And there we are, we have a horizontal distance measurement.
Thanks again for joining us for another AllTerra Central technical video. Until next time.